What is up, everybody? It is Peaceful here. Sorry this video is a little late. I had a little bit of personal stuff going on this week, but videos should be back on track now. So look forward to more content coming to you this week and next. Wanted to go ahead and go over Ravonna Renslayer. So is Ravonna Renslayer worth your tokens? Before we get into it, I would just like to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe. All these things really help me out in the YouTube algorithm, get my video out to more people, and I really appreciate the support and love making content for you. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers, so any little bit would help me get there is much appreciated. So thank you for that. Now let's go ahead and get into, is Ravonna worth your tokens or spotlight caches? So Ravonna is a 3 cost, 3 power ongoing card that says your cards with 1 or less power cost 1 less, minimum of 1. So unlike with Loki, which is a card we had come out recently, cards that cost 1 cannot be reduced. So this only reduces cards that cost more than 1. It's still a very powerful effect, and there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it. So let's kind of go into that real quick. The most powerful combos that I found happen to be things like Iron Man and Mystique. Just being able to reduce Iron Man to 4 and Mystique to 2 means that that can be your turn 6 play. So if you can get far enough ahead on board, you can just follow up Ravonna, and then turn 4 and 5, you can put power onto the board using discounted cards, and then on turn 6, you just get to put down 2 Iron Mans in 2 different lanes and really maximize your point potential. This card also has a ton of synergy with Mr. Negative, with a little bit of anti-synergy. So the nice thing with Ravonna is it reduces a lot of the cards that you want to play in negative anyway. The problem with Ravonna is once you've played negative and you're drawing those flipped cards, she doesn't actually help anymore at this point because she actually does check their current base power, not their original base power. Makes sense to me from a design standpoint, but it does make it a little bit worse as far as running it into negative decks. But I do still think it's worth it. I did find her very helpful a lot of times in maximizing my win percentage when I didn't draw negative. When you do draw negative, generally she's not quite as good. And she does give you sort of a dead draw after you've played the negative where you draw into something you don't want, which can be avoided with things like Jane Foster helping you draw those 0 cost flip cards. So, um, what are my personal thoughts on Ravonna? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and flip over real quick and show you some of the decks that she's currently getting played in. So here are some of the decks that are currently getting played with Ravonna in them. And as you see, these decks listed here at the top do seem to be the best sort of strategy. And it's this sort of pseudo Dark Hawk list where Ravonna kind of takes on the Zabu role, but instead of having to build around 4 cost cards, you actually can just build around the low power cards that she synergizes with, which actually gives you a lot of really cool stuff you can do. Things like Angela, Black Widow, Green Goblin, Hobgoblin all get way, way better when you can play them for cheaper off of Ravonna. Plus, you still just have the Iron Man and Mystique combo. You also get to run the Darkhawk package and get the Darkhawk plus Mystique synergies going. Bishop's cheaper. This deck has a lot of tempo, a lot of power. I've actually lost to this deck quite a few times over ladder the last few days, but that was before I really had gotten much experience with it. Now that I've kind of figured it out, I don't think this deck is very good. Over here on the bottom, you will see an example of the deck sort of that I was running. It's a slightly different list than you're going to see in the videos because I was running basically just like a theory crafted list that I had come up with. I wasn't running a deck that had any substantial game played. However, if you look at the win rate here, right above my head, you'll see this deck is posting a whopping 39% win rate, not even 38.82. So the issue with this card, Ravonna, is that the decks she goes into right now just aren't very good in the metagame. You have a card right now in Loki that, let's be honest, is probably a little overtuned and just does what you're trying to do, but better because you get the good cards out of your opponent's deck, but for cheaper, a lot of times discounted by up to 2. Whereas Ravonna, while also having a worse rate, being only 3 power instead of 5 power, also doesn't, reduces the cards in your deck, but you have to build around her in a very specific way. So unfortunately, right now, if you want my honest opinion, Ravonna is not worth your tokens. If you're somebody who is far away from collection complete, you're much better off waiting for even Mobius next week. Basically, any other card right now, I would recommend over it. There's a lot of really high powered meta decks that you probably are missing cards for that you're better off going for than this. That said, if you do enjoy the negative style decks, if you do enjoy the Darkhawk style decks, she might be worth picking up, especially if you're getting closer to collection complete and you're maybe not missing as many cards. But unfortunately, I do not feel that Ravonna is a worthwhile pickup right now. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you my feedback on that. That said, you're going to see some really crazy games here in the videos today. I had a lot of fun playing this deck, even though my win rate was right around where you see this negative Ravonna here. I think I ended up at like a 37% win rate, so slightly worse than this, but I also wasn't running the null. So maybe that does help out a little bit in the matchups where you need it, where you need that little bit of extra power in the extra flip card. So feel free to try these decks out. Honestly, if you know what you're doing on ladder, you can still rank up with this deck. But I do not think this is a card that is worth picking up if you are someone who is not near collection complete. Those are my thoughts. Again, remember, please, if you enjoy the content, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think of the decks, what you think of Ravonna, if you've gotten a player yet, and I will catch you very soon. Thank you all so much. Okay, come on, this is the game right here. Just let me draw negative, please. It'd be sweet. Negative. Nerfed Ravonna. Sag. Oh, we did it, chat. I'm not snapping because I just want them to stick around. I just want them to stick around and let us play. We haven't even drawn that many of the zero costs. Currently, Jane Foster's a draw 3. Sure. Actually doesn't matter. Pog. I don't think the energy matters for next turn. It does matter for drawing another card. I know, dude. That's actually really good, right? Pog. I'm glad I held on to it. Because these cards are way more important. I don't think that stops us from winning. Do they run wave? Am I getting waved? You know what? We've been waiting all day for a game like this. I'm going to wait one more turn. If they wave us, that's fine. No, 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 no. I thought I picked it up. You. That wins all 3 lanes? Or is it better to go... Alright, I got it. Oh! Cute. Glad we stuck it out for the last game, chat. This was pretty... No, we're just trying to get foot. If I snap, they leave, man. I just want a good game for the YouTubes. Look at this game. They're so dead. They're so unbelievably dead. They've never been more dead in their entire lives.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Look how OP this draw was. We're gonna win all 3 lanes, right? Well, maybe. Well, we tied 1 lane and won the other 2 by 1,000,000. Look, Dolgene, I promise, normally I would snap. I've not been snapping these because I wanted this. Let's go! Look at it, how beautiful it is. All right, come on. Oh, we got it, chat. All right, this will probably be my last one, chat. Then I think I'm going to dip. All right, we won't make the same mistake we made the other time. Deadpool? Wait, what? Not even going for the Deadpool line, just going. Okay. What can this pull? Nice. Nice. Forge. Shang is very underplayed right now. Sure, man. Let's go. You gonna wave? That'd be unfun, but fair. Nice try.
I am Iron Man.
Wait.
I am Iron Man.
Nice. Get wrecked, scrub. They were very confident in that Elias. Those people at, you know? Zabu, off the top. Zabu or Psylocke? Dude. So many rude people. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, chat. I'm not even snapping. I just want to try and do the thing. Plus, we already drew Iron Man anyway. We're going to draw Zola right here. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make this shit up, chat. Next draw is going to be Jane Foster. Oh, we actually drew a good card. Oh, we're doing a Hail Mary, chat. Y'all see the line, right? %60 of the time, this works every time.
I am Iron Man.
Until they Enchantress us and we lose. But, you know, if they don't Enchantress us, it's going to be awesome. And if they do Enchantress us, they're a big fat loser and nobody likes them. So, like, if you were them, would you want to win the game or be a big fat loser that nobody likes? I think it's an easy choice. Sure. Sure. Snow Guard, sure. Come on, Iron Man. Wait, this could work. Ironheart. 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 No, wait. This did not work. It's not work. It's not work.
Iron Man.
Wait, it did work.
Iron
I'm
Man.
a genius. I did it, chat. I did a thing. I did a thing. I forgot Iron Man got buffed. Who is catching Pokemons here? Everybody's catching Pokemons. Yeah, it wasn't my best play. They got me. But we have the nuts. I don't think we can lose. I still think we can't lose. This is a way we could lose. Wong doesn't have many targets, but he has good targets where he does have them. Atuma? It's not Atuma! Ooh, let's scare him, chat. Put the fear of God in him. Sure. Literally does nothing. There's some sweet stuff you can do with Wong. It's possible we need like one more good target for him to make it worth it, but I don't know. That's fine. Sure.
I am.
You're gonna regret having priority here.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Alright, sorry, Chad. I won't ever do that again. Won't ever do that again, I swear.